Today, let's take a look at ARK Invest's Big Ideas Report 2021. Please refer to the description below to download this report. There are 15 chapters in this report. Of these, today we will look at virtual worlds, Bitcoin, electric vehicles, autonomous ride-hailing and 3D printing. First, virtual worlds. It starts on page 21. Virtual worlds consist of video games, augmented reality, and virtual reality. A virtual world is defined as a computer-simulated environment that can be accessed by anyone at any time. Society interacts daily with virtual worlds which today are in their infancy. According to our research, revenue from virtual worlds will compound 17% annually from roughly $180 billion today to $390 billion by 2025. Today, virtual worlds are independent from each other, but in the future they could become interoperable, culminating in what futurists have deemed the metaverse. Over the past few years, companies such as Snapchat, Facebook, and Apple have increased their investment in augmented reality, encouraging widespread use of our tools on mobile devices. By 2022, consumer-grade AR headsets should turbocharge this trend. ARK forecasts that by 2030 the AR market could scale from under $1 billion today to $130 billion. Based on our research, the global gaming market will increase at a 16% compound annual rate during the next 5 years, from $175 billion in 2020 to roughly $365 billion by 2025. The AR and VR markets will grow at a 59% compound annual rate during the next 5 years, from $3 billion to $28 billion in 2025. Second, Bitcoin. It starts on page 37. If all S&P 500 companies were to allocate 1% of their cash to Bitcoin, ARK estimates that its price would increase by approximately $40,000. Let's move to page 43. Square and MicroStrategy, both with balance sheet investments in Bitcoin, are showing the way for public companies to deploy Bitcoin as a legitimate alternative to cash. If all S&P 500 companies were to allocate 10% of their cash to Bitcoin, ARK estimates that its price would increase by approximately $400,000. Tesla also announced that it has bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. The company also said it would start accepting Bitcoin as a payment method for its products. CEO Elon Musk has been credited for raising the prices of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, through his messages on Twitter. JP Morgan said Bitcoin could rally as high as $146,000 in the long term as it competes with gold as an alternative currency. Bitcoin's volatility would need to drop substantially before it can match gold in terms of market value, the bank's strategist said in a note Monday. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon once called Bitcoin a fraud and said he is more interested in blockchain technology than crypto. Alex Mashinsky, the CEO of crypto lending firm Celsius Network, has revealed during an interview he believes the price of Bitcoin could hit $500,000 very quickly if hodlers hold onto their funds as buyer demand keeps surging. Next topic is electric vehicles. This starts from page 51. Based on Wright's law, ARK forecasts that EV sales should increase roughly 20-fold from 2.2 million in 2020 to 40 million units in 2025. See this graph. While sales of gas-powered vehicles decreased during the recent COVID-19 pandemic, EV sales continued to increase globally.
Well, we're looking because if we're right, this market is going to go from 2.2 million sales, that's units, in 2020, it might be 2.3, to 40 million in 2025. So all of these announcements have increased our confidence that the capital markets are going to finance this transition from internal combustion engine to electric. That's great. Who is going to be leading the charge? so to speak. We still think it is Tesla, certainly in the United States. Even in China, Tesla is the #1 brand.
Next topic is autonomous ride-hailing, which starts from page 65. ARK's research suggests that autonomous ride-hailing platforms will generate more than $1 trillion in profits per year by 2030. In addition, automakers and fleet owners could enjoy profits of $250 billion and $70 billion, respectively. See this picture. Adjusted for inflation, the cost to own and operate a personal car has not changed since the Model T rolled off the first assembly line. ARK estimates that, at scale, autonomous taxis will cost consumers 25 cents per mile, spurring widespread adoption. We believe autonomous ride-hailing will undercut the cost of human-driven ride-hailing by roughly 90% in the US and 50% in China. The last topic for today is 3D printing. It starts from page 85. ARK believes 3D printing will revolutionize manufacturing, growing at an annual rate of roughly 60% from $12 billion last year to $120 billion in 2025. Because of autonomous technology and battery breakthroughs, aircraft volumes and designs are proliferating. 3D printing is accelerating innovation thanks to low costs and rapid prototyping. It lowers the weight of low-volume, highly complex parts, saving significant costs. The aerospace industry should be a prime beneficiary. ARK estimates that drone hardware revenues will total roughly $100 billion by 2025. ARK believes that the global 3D printing market will scale at a compound annual rate of 60% during the next 5 years, from $12 billion to roughly $120 billion by 2025. The items we looked at today in ARK Invest's Big Ideas 2021 report were 3. Virtual worlds, 5 and 6. Bitcoin, 7. Electric vehicles, 9. Autonomous ride-hailing, and 12. 3D printing. There are many other items besides that. If you are interested, please download this report and review it. This is all for today. Thanks for watching this video.